5, there was nothing out of the ordinary, nothing remarkable about my life. My days were very much like one of those Baroque string quartets. Soothing, placid, repetitive. School years without protest or excess. Prom years, not so much as a single evening's anarchy. My uncle, a Connecticut lawyer, was heard on the eve of my 19th birthday to raise a toast which was supposed to describe me in a positive way. Well, he thought unsurprising. I was in college, an unexceptional college, but I appreciated it. I appreciated music. I appreciated art. I was, if my memory serves me correctly, a major in a subject whose content and purpose now escapes me: cultural geography. Had I died at the time? Perhaps of acute boredom, let us say, in school cafeterias, eating peas. It would be argued by all who knew me that my epitaph should read, "She did as she was told," or, blander yet, she did as she supposed she might be told. I met my husband Arthur at a festive tea held to honor the retiring faculty advisor of the Christian Youth Center. He was there to propose a toast. Great babe, I think it was. And we were married 2 years later after weekly dates spread out among 3 restaurants of vastly ordinary cuisine. We were, I'm sure, the last of our generation to save ourselves for marriage. We had 2 children. First a girl, then a boy. 2 job transfers, 2 houses, 2 subdivisions. And on our 15th anniversary, Arthur left me, saying that I had nothing further to give him. I was, he said, unmarked by life. Well, in the weeks that followed, I suffered mostly because I couldn't seem to suffer. I made brief, nervous forays into singles bars, and one night, I was escorted to my car by a musician who suggested that we make love in the parking lot, in between the 2 yellow lines. And he was, as he so delicately put it, in between sets. Well, I resisted, and much annoyed, he cut me, right here. I was horrified and somewhat embarrassed at sea in the midst of asphalt, staring at blood drops on my beige shoes. When my mark formed, I was astounded to find that for the first time, people actually looked at me. Not unkindly, but with interest. And these were not the kind of people that I had known before. These people, they were interesting people. People who were not unmarked by life. My mark, my scar, made me in some way approachable. And this blemish, well, it gave me confidence. And it was then, or very shortly afterward, that I decided maybe it is best to wear our lives upon our skin. And so I do. This cross is for Brother Shelton, who decided that he wanted to reach out a hand and try to help me. But in the end, he just got hurt. And this lotus flower, it's for the mystery man at the parking lot. All these people have marked me. And can I advise you? Please let them mark you. Because you see, the best among us have had so many imprints that it's like embroidery. And those people, life engraved, spend their time interpreting their signs, and that moment, Well, it's the best of life. And that unraveling, personally, I call it love. It lasts only so long as there is a mark to read. Sometimes, the unmarked are attracted to me. They stare briefly, fascinated and a little frightened. And in the parking lots, I cut them. I make a small mark. It's big. And it is then that their lives begin, with a little pain. Well, that is, if they have any understanding in them. You understand me, don't you? Yes, I think you do. Salud.